Hello everyone, I'm Constantly psychologist and psychotherapist Sobia Aksar and today I'm going to tell you 10 ways to handle disrespectful behavior. If your children roll their eyes and say whatever mom when you tell them to start their homework or pretend they can't hear you when you tell them to turn off electronics, they are on the mild end of the disrespect spectrum. On the more serious end of the spectrum are behaviors such as name calling, disregarding rules, and physical aggression. No matter where your child falls on the spectrum, it's important to address disrespect before it gets worse. Your child's disrespect may be a sign that they need help learning socially appropriate ways to manage anger, deal with frustration, and communicate effectively. Number 1. Ignore attention seeking behavior. Ignoring is about refusing to let your child's disrespect derail you from the task at hand. If you tell your child to clean their room and they roll their eyes, don't engage in a lengthy argument over the disrespectful behavior. Each minute you spend in a power struggle is 60 seconds they will put off cleaning. Give a warning about what will happen if they don't get to work. A significant amount of parent-teen conflict occurs due to a lack of meaningful connection. Connect with your teen, decrease the conflict. Number 2. Find the root cause. Maybe your kid wants more of your time and attention. We often hear this framed in negative. They just want attention. But it can also be a very real need. That does not mean you can't have boundaries or that you need to drop everything for your child. But if a need for connection is behind bad behavior, you may be able to improve things by finding a way to meet this need. For example, maybe you spend 15 minutes reconnecting each day after school. If ignoring behavior does not seem to work or you feel like something else might be going on, try looking deeper. Behavior is communication, and disrespectful behavior might be your child's way of telling you something is wrong. And the rule number 3, use when then statements. Instead of telling your children what they can't do, tell them how they can earn a privilege. When then statements frame requests in a positive way. Use these statements to notify your child what will happen after they choose to change their behavior. Say, when you wait your turn, when I will on the phone, then I will take the time to answer you. You also might try saying things like, when you lower your voice and talk calmly, I will answer you or I will play with you. When you stop being bossy, teach your child that polite and kind behavior yields positive results. Number 4. Have your child try again. A wrong choice should be followed by a right choice. If you want your child to learn, act respectfully, give them a chance to practice. For younger kids, you could say something like, I can't hear you, I can only hear your kind voice. Number 5. Pick your battles. If your child is struggling with a handful of behavior problems, it can sometimes feel like you are constantly reprimanding them or doling out consequences. It can be discouraging for you both. Consider focusing on the one or two most important behaviors while letting the other slide for a time. For example, address the biting and hitting behavior that toddler has started doing, while not worrying too much about if they don't say hello to adults who greet them. You can work on basic manners after you have taught them not to physically hurt others. Number 6. Provide an immediate consequence. Most disrespectful behaviors should result in an immediate consequence. Take your child's age and the seriousness of the offense into consideration when determining the consequence. Most disrespectful behavior. A calm down corner can be an effective consequence for young children. If a 6-year-old screams in your face when they are angry, for example, immediately explain to them why this behavior is not appropriate or inappropriate and provide them a consequence. If your teen walks out the door Often you have told them they can't leave, or your child calls you a name, set the boundary. I will not let you disrespect me, or I won't allow you hurtful language in this home, or I trust you will find a different way to deal with your frustration. So these things will work. Use restitution. If your child or teen behaves in a disrespectful manner, restitution may be necessary to discourage it from happening again. Restitution is about doing something kind for the victim or doing something to make reparation for the damage that has been done. If your child hits their sibling, have them do their siblings' chores for the day, or if your teen breaks something out of anger, they can fix it or pay it to get it fixed. Number 8. Refill someone else's tank. When your kids are disrespectful, it can take a toll on your mood and energy. Sometimes the best consequence is finding a way for them to replace that energy that you lost. This does not have directly related to the behavior. The idea is that they can damp your mood or energy, so now they have to do something to brighten it up. For example, they might do something for your chores while you relax, or they might prepare one of your favorite food. Number 8. Use reminders. Kids are still learning, and we can also use reminders some of the time. For example, sometimes the best way to respond to disrespect is with a calm yet firm reminder that you expect your child to speak and act calmly. Number 9. Give them a hug. We all have our bad moments. Harsh consequences for disrespectful behavior can sometimes just fuel the fire. Remembering that discipline means to teach. Show your child what loving, kind behavior looks like by responding with a hug or another way of showing affection. Number 10. A word from very well. When you are addressing disrespectful behavior, it's normal for your child to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So while they may be polite and kind one day, they may struggle the next. Consistent discipline is the key to helping them make progress over the long term. Point out good behaviors when you see it, and bad days consider disrespect a sign that they need more practice. Thank you for watching this video. If you find it helpful, please provide me feedback and subscribe my YouTube channel.